Thank you for joining us for this update on our efforts to promote the health and safety of our city. Joining me this morning are Lincoln City Council member Justin Carlson, Lincoln Transportation and Utilities Director Liz Elliott, Near South Neighborhood Association Administrative Vice President John Heineman, and Lincoln resident and property owner Bernice Polifka. As the city of Lincoln pursues our goal to become the safest and healthiest capital city in America, we focus on creating healthier living environments for families. And that's why we launched the Lead Safe Lincoln initiative, designed to prevent and reduce the risk of lead exposure for our community's children and families. And through Lead Safe Lincoln, city teams are conducting lead testing in children, assessing lead exposure risk, removing lead from homes, and replacing lead water service lines. Our work to replace private lead water service lines at no cost to property owners protects our community members' health and their pocketbooks, as this improvement would otherwise cost homeowners thousands of dollars. So we're here today to give you a specific update on progress made to date with our lead service line replacement efforts and to announce the next phase of this important work. Since the city began the lead service line replacement project last summer, we have delivered great outcomes for our community members. Our Lincoln Transportation and Utilities team has worked with homeowners to replace 138 old lead or lead contaminated private water service lines with new, safer copper ones. We also have 88 property owners signed up for future replacements. And we brought some peace of mind to another 59 homeowners by assessing their homes and determining that they actually did not need a replacement. So we achieved these results thanks to an 85% participation rate from all property owners who we identified as in need of an assessment or replacement. I want to thank our community members for being so wonderful and partnering with us. And to build on this initial success, I'm excited to announce that this spring, the City of Lincoln will extend the benefits of the lead service line replacement program to even more community members. Our team at LTU will continue that work with community engagement in a portion of the Near South neighborhood next Monday, March 10th. We will then expand the reach of this program through additional community engagement in several other central Lincoln neighborhoods starting this spring. Now, we are able to do this vitally important work at no cost to homeowners thanks to the bipartisan infrastructure law, which has provided $32.6 million in federal loan funding to this effort, and to our partners at the EPA, the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy, and of course to the Lincoln City Council. So here to provide more details on the next phase of our efforts is Lincoln Transportation and Utilities Director Liz Elliott. Director Elliott, thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a significant step forward in our mission to create a healthier environment for all Lincoln residents. Water service lines are privately owned lines that bring water from the city's water mains to each home or business. Our goal is to assess and replace nearly 6,000 lead and lead-contaminated galvanized water service lines by 2035 to ensure even safer, cleaner water to property owners. Our lead service line replacement work is currently underway in portions of the North Bottoms, Woods Park, and Holly neighborhoods. The city is currently signing up property owners in a portion of the Near South neighborhood. Replacement work is guided by census tract data where records show a greater density of lead and lead-contaminated galvanized steel service lines, elevated blood levels of lead in children, social vulnerability, and risk to lead exposure due to the amount of lead in the service line. The areas the replacements are currently being conducted include 17th to 27th Streets, Randolph to Q Streets, O Street to Antelope Valley Parkway, Salt Creek Roadway to Salt Creek, and 13th to 17th Streets A to K. We encourage qualified property owners in these areas who have yet to schedule their lead service line replacements to do so as soon as possible. Once we leave the area, our crews may not be able to return for several years. As we continue to make progress in improving the health and well-being of our community, we are excited to begin the next phase of the lead service line replacement program. The City of Lincoln will be reaching out to owners of nearly 1,000 additional properties from spring 2025 through 2027. If you have a home constructed primarily before the 1950s and you live in the Everett neighborhood from A to K Streets, 9th to 13th Streets, or you live in portions of the Everett, near South, Irvingdale, or South Salt Creek neighborhoods from A Street to Van Dorn Street, 1st to 17th Streets, your service line may be at risk of being lead or lead contaminated. Identified property owners in these areas will receive information packets in the coming weeks about how to sign up to receive your lead service line replacement. Replacements in this area are planned in summer 2025 and will continue through 2026. For property owners in the Salt Creek area neighborhood from A to O Streets, 9th to Salt Creek, we'll be reaching out to you in 2026 with construction planned through 2027. Lincoln Water System developed an online map that makes it easy for residents to check what material their service line is made of according to Lincoln Water System's records. By signing up for the city's program, it ensures your household or business has a safer, cleaner water service line for years to come. Replacing your own lead service line can cost a property owner up to $10,000. So we encourage property owners to take advantage of this program while it's active in their neighborhood. For more information about the program, go to lincoln.ne.gov/leadsafe. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Elliott, and to the entire team at LTU and our partners who are helping to get this work done. All right, we're going to hear next from a longtime resident of the Near South neighborhood. John Heineman is the Administrative Vice President of the Near South Neighborhood Association, and he will share his perspective on the value of this program to his neighborhood. John, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Mayor. As a neighborhood resident and member of the Near South Neighborhood Association, it's my pleasure to be here this morning. For over 50 years, the Near South Neighborhood Association has been dedicated to strengthening and improving the place I call home, the Near South neighborhood. Part of what makes our neighborhood such a great place to live are their charming historic homes. Sometimes, and when you live in or own a historic home, it's sometimes important to bring those historic homes up to date. For example, many of the homes in the Near South were built at a time when we did not fully understand the health and impacts of lead pipes. And as an old theater teacher, I had to bring a prop along. I live in the Edward J. Walt House in the Near South neighborhood, and even though he was a nationally known composer and the founder of the Walt Music Store on O Street, he did not realize the dangers of lead pipes. That's what makes the city's lead service line replacement program so laudable. The City of Lincoln is utilizing the information and technology we have today to replace old lead water service lines with new, safer copper ones for free. In the Near South neighborhood, we work hard to preserve our old historic homes. This program will help preserve the health and safety of the people who live there in those homes well into the future. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you for bringing your old theater props. So it's
Yeah,
very
of
helpful
course.
in explaining the issues. All right, I'd now like to invite up Bernice Polivka, a Lincoln homeowner who recently had the lead water service line at her rental property replaced through the city's program. Bernice, thank you for coming to share your story.
Well, I want to thank the mayor and the city utilities for helping me when I was sort of in a crisis. I own rental property, and my water meter went bad. And a representative from the Lincoln City Utilities came to talk to me, and he explained that I have some bad news and that I have some good news. The bad news was that I had lead piping for city water, but the good news was that there was a program out there that would replace that lead piping with new copper piping at no cost to me. After talking to this technician, I agreed to have the piping replaced. And the crew that came in was very efficient, quick. The tenant was without water maybe for 3 hours. They were in and out. I couldn't believe how fast they worked. The whole process was pretty pain-free. After the installment, the city brought a water pitcher purifier for the interim in case any lead was broke loose in the process of replacement. In addition to that, I received a reimbursement on my water bill to repair any of the damage that was done to the lawn or to the yard work. I'm very grateful for this program. It gives me peace as a property owner that my tenant has safe water. I am very thankful to the city for implementing this program, which adds to the health and safety of the older neighborhoods of Lincoln, Nebraska. And I want to thank the mayor for inviting me.
Well, thank you so much for coming, Bernice. We're really grateful that you were able to participate in this program and that you have better peace of mind now, and that your property is safer and healthier for the people who live there. We couldn't have done this without the City Council. They were vital to approving the financing for the lead service line replacement program, and so I'm really delighted to have here today City Councilman Justin Carlson to talk more about how this program is supporting healthy outcomes in his Southwest Lincoln Council District. Councilman?
Thank you, Mayor. As a member of the Lincoln City Council, I'm proud to be here today to support initiatives like Lead Safe Lincoln and the Lead Service Line Replacement Program. These initiatives represent our community's commitment to public health and to enhancing our residents' well-being and quality of life. We have a great example of this with Lead Safe Lincoln. Lead Safe Lincoln brings together the resources, dedication, and expertise of Lincoln Transportation and Utilities, the Urban Development Department, and the Lincoln-Lancaster County Health Department to comprehensively remove and eliminate lead exposure and risks. The Lead Service Line Replacement Program makes an important contribution to this work. When we remove lead or lead contaminated water, service lines today, we're not just safeguarding our present, we are securing a better future for generations of Lincolnites to come. I'm excited that the Lead Service Line Replacement Program will help ensure the health and safety of the Central Lincoln residents who I'm honored to represent and serve. I want to thank the team at LTU and Liz and homeowners who participate in this program. Together we can build a lead-safe Lincoln. Together we can create a healthier, safer, and more equitable future for all. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Carlson. So today's announcement just emphasizes the City of Lincoln's commitment to creating healthier homes and properties for our families and businesses, and to doing so at no cost to our community members. And with that, we would be so happy to take any questions the media may have today. Any questions? Okay. No? All right, great. Well, thank you again for joining us and learning more about how the City of Lincoln is expanding its lead service line replacement program and protecting the health and safety of our community members.